Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to see how to record the manpower for a certain project, how to record the visitors for the certain project, how to create the record for the safety violation and accidents, how to create a record for the project delay, the project weather, the site conditions, and the project time and materials. So in order to create that, you need to go to the project module, click on the menu, and over here you find all the options like the project manpower, project visitors, uh, project safety and violations and accidents, project delay, and project weathers. So we'll start with the project manpower, which is over here under the projects. You can select new, you can add the line, okay, the line number, you can select the company, for which company is this, SND work. And then we can add the number of workers or the manpower that is been required, the number of hours over here. You can select the location, add the comments, you can add any specific attachments for creating some of the records, and select the project, for which project are we creating this, and then you can just save this. So the total hours are nothing but the number of hours for the per worker. I mean, like it's 6 hours into 5 workers, 6 5 hours, and then it calculates the total hours over here. So over here you can create those records. We have the project visitor. Under the project visitors, this is a form that you can create the number of visitors that has been visited for a certain project or to the site locations. Yeah, visitors are nothing but the contacts. Okay, you can always create a contact for a certain companies or any individual that is visiting for the contacts. You can select the time for the start date over here with the time as well, at what time they have visited. And then we can add the end time as well. You can add the comments, you can add the attachments, some site conditions or site photos of the visitors. Select the project and then just save it. So that's how you can create the records for the project visitors. Next is the safety violation and accidents. In order to create the safety violations and incidents report, you can select for the which project are we creating. Okay, when did this incident happen? The time, the date and the time for the incident. Okay. You can add the subject, you can add the safety notice, whom we are issuing this to, compliance due date, whom are all the parties that are involved, the companies, for which company are we creating, the notes, the attachments, and the incident photos over here. And then you can just save this. So the issue date is the date of the current date you're creating it. And this is also the list view where you can see all the safety violations that has been created. You can group by project or with the date over here with the attachments, compliance issue dates, last date over here. The other thing is the project delay. Project delay, over here you can select the type of the delays. So these are all the types of the delays that could be the existing condition, material, non-conformance, owner detective, quality, safety, event, weather. So these are all the delay types you can select. Just select the material not available. Start time, we can select the end time. You can add the location, comments, attachment, and if there are any attachments, and then you can select the project for which we are attaching over here. And the moment you select the start time and the end time, the duration gets auto calculated based on the start and the end time over here for how much hours the project got delayed. So these are the records that you can create directly through the menu and then assign the project to it. Similarly, there is a list view where you can just see, you can group by, you can have a filters. Then comes the project weather. This is the site weather where you can just define the project. Time observed, the sky is clear, cloudy, overcast, fog, mist, rain, snow, ice or smoke. Over here you can define the sky, the wind over here with the wind condition. Then we have the site conditions over here, the comments, then they want the numbers. If there's a delay, you can always put a check mark over here due to certain weather conditions. There is a delay. You can add the temperature over here and the wind direction manually. And you can add a line over here with some of the reports that you want with the attachments. Okay. And the creation date over here. You can create this report daily for the site conditions. And then we have the project time and material form. So for the project time and the material, you can directly go to the menu, time and material, click on new, select the project for which you're having. You can add the subject over here, the location, the performed on, the work type, if it's a labor, material, or an equipment that is required. You can always select for which the time and material requesting, for the cost code, under which cost code is it applied to. The description of the work summary, you can add the notes, you can add the attachments over here. Or if there is a labor, you can always add the employees. So which all employees are needed for the time and material for the project. What's the job title, then the date, the time tab, if it's going to be an overtime, if it's going to be a work time, regular time, you can add the estimate and the hours over here as well. If in case if you are adding the work tab as material, you can add the materials that are required over here and the equipments. If there are any equipments that you want to raise, you can always add the equipments directly over here. And once you add the project time and the material, what are the things that are required, you can always create a change log against it. And from the change log, you can create an RFCO and the change order. So that's how the flow goes for the time and the material. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.